start lining up right here, and we'll just let y'all in like about 3 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
You see me getting off of like this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because it's too hard. It's too harsh on our natural hair as well. So less is always more. One of my favorite product lines is the dough, the mousse step foam. This is like, I don't know what this is, magic in the bottle. This is the only thing that works. It locks the style in and keeps the wet look all day. This is dry. This side is almost completely dry. So what you want to do before you add any product is make sure the hair is fully wet. You cannot add product to dry or semi-dry curly hair because it's going to weigh it down. It's going to get that tacky and icky feeling. So you want to make sure the hair is fully wet. And I always mix in a conditioner in the water with the spray bottle. You never want to do just pure water because you don't want to dry the curls out either. So these are a couple products that you guys will get to take away with you as well. And once you try this curly hair routine, like just how simple it is, and with this foam, let me know how like it works out for you guys, like if you notice a difference. Saturated, and of course when you're brushing curly hair just like our natural hair, you want to start from the ends and work your way up, and never brush dry curly hair. You wouldn't dry brush our own natural curls. That will cause it to tangle. And also when setting curly hair after you do all your products, you don't really want to run your hands through it as much either because that causes frizz as well. So I like to keep it real simple. You never want to use any gels or any products marketed towards like kinky curly hair because sometimes they're not the best products. You want to do things that like are really hydrating. And then like a bristle brush or bristle brush. Make sure you start with that conditioner because it softens the hair as well. And one thing that I like about this product is that it creates like a natural cast. So I feel like day 2, the curls are even more popping. And with this hair care routine, you don't have to do it every day, but I wouldn't recommend going over 3 days. Just to keep the hair moisturized. And if you want a little bit more hold, I use the argan oil gel, Eco Styler gel. It comes with like the red top. And I like that because it doesn't create a real hard cast either. Like your hair will still be soft to the touch, but it'll still look very defined. I like to just keep it a little simple. There are a couple different ways that you can style the deep wave hair textures. You could go in with like a diffuser, scrunch the curls, or you can go in with like coil curls. Have you ever seen those curls when they dry? They just look like a real cute curl. Finger coils. And this is it. And her hair will look like this for like 2 to 3 days. Another thing that you need with the curly texture just for nighttime care is either usually like split it down the middle, put it in twisties, and then put your bonnet on. And then once you take it out in the morning, it'll be fluffy, or if you want to touch it up. But going in again, you want to make sure it's fully wet before you add any product because you don't want to have buildup. You do want to co-wash it maybe like weekly. I wouldn't go over a week with curly hair just because you're adding so many products in. Do anyone have any questions?
Do you prefer that we do like
a hairspray, a light finisher spray, just to like seal all that in? So that's the thing. They do actually use products. You can't just go in with a flat iron and think you're gonna get like that same look. Do you have any tips or tricks for us, Lex?
I like to use less is more, especially with the serum, because it will weigh your hair down and make it oily. And you can just go ahead and use it maybe like once or twice if you put your hair at the most, but don't use it too much. And also another tip will be with that, you will put it on a brush. I will use the oil sheet on the brush, it will be more lightweight as your hair does.
Another good tip is I like to use the serums and the silk and the mist before I blow dry it, because once you blow dry it, that blows it out as well, and it won't be so heavy once you get to the flat iron. So using it before you apply heat. Do you guys have anything you use on your straight textures or anything that you do at home?
Okay, so it's this serum that I like. It's the Frida's Free serum by what is that?
Frida or something?
I don't remember what the brand is, but it's purple.
Yeah,
Purple with a clear bottle. That get my straight hair like glass. Like I love it.
Okay.
That's deep. Or I feel too the dry bar collection. It's like a baby glue. Those drops really work for your hair. It's like you put it in a face to co-wash your hair, you use that as a co-wash and your hair. I'm sorry, one more thing too. So like when I get straight hair from anywhere, my brand, somebody else's brand, even if I got some curls, one thing I love is like a little bit of dry shampoo. You don't need too much, but if you get a little oily or like it's been a little minute, even if you got on vacation, just a little. So yeah.
And even with straight hair being so simple, I do recommend washing it bi-weekly. I wouldn't go more than like a week and a half without you rehydrating the hair and restyling it. Because that is like the most simplest thing, just washing and conditioning your hair to get it back that look as well.
One thing I do for like the glass look as well is when I get the bundles, I co-wash it in like the Adore Clear.
I heard that
And then
shit
people
before.
say like that, it gives like a really good shine. And it's like always shiny.
One thing I do recommend too when you get your bundles is always washing them beforehand. I know a lot of people like run out of time and just take them to their stylist, but just co-washing it beforehand will make all the difference as well in getting it super silky.
Okay.
What products do you use for co-washing?
I just use a regular conditioner, the Tresemme or our brand, and just make sure you rinse it out thoroughly. Some of the products that's marketed towards co-wash, are still drying to me because it still like soaks up. So I would just use like a conditioner, but make sure you wash it out thoroughly. And like I said, I would finish it, turn around a little bit with the hairspray. Like you can see some of these flyaways. Give me some of the Sebastian. Something real light. And that helps me to look as well. You don't even have to spray a lot because it's straight hair. Once you just do that, it falls more in line. It has like some short pieces.
This is the Indian straight.
Filipino straight. And that adds to it as well. I like to finish it with a little hairspray. So again, with this texture, we start with either a serum or a silk in a mist and a hairspray at the end. Do you silk out? Do you like to silk out the texture before you put curls in it?
Honestly, I don't like to really silk out like this area. This is where I focus on really, because you can just go ahead, like even if you have like electric pressing comb at home or a regular one, you can always just go ahead and get that, because that's what everybody really wants flat anyway when they get curls. Everybody wants juicy curls anyway, so you might want to keep your texture at the bottom so then you curl it as fluffy enough. And then usually an easy way to curl your hair, I'll give y'all a tip to go faster with it, and you won't have to like overthink it. Always divide your hair in half kind of thing, and you can just take it from the back as well, each little piece. And you don't even have to do like super little curls since big curls are in. You can take like, I usually do like maybe 3 sections each time, so 1, 2, 3, so then it'll be like each at a time. You don't have to do that many.
How would you keep it at night?
I like always, I like to pin them up. Because then you don't have to be so stressed out about if they're even going to stay or anything, or whether it's like you go ahead and just go about your day kind of thing and keep them until you can leave out. So the hard tips that people kind of don't get is each way it goes. Some people say they curl and it'll go the same way on both sides. So I'll say if you're right-handed, think of it like on your right side, you're going to curl clockwise, and on your left side, you're going to curl counterclockwise.
So always away from the face?
Yep, always away from the face. And another tip as well, if you don't know if you're doing it, you see how this end is kind of facing that way? So always make sure it's that way instead of behind the curl.
Whichever side you want, make sure the hair is coming out on that side.
Yeah, it's kind of like going forward that way instead, because if the curl was on this side, it's going to go backward. And then as many turns as you do it, the more curly you'll get as well.
Do you have like any different ways or particular ways that you curl, or do you curl hair all the same? Like depending on the look. Like what's the flip up look?
The flip up look will give you more like that cash style layer people want. That'll give you more of a look like that, or like even more so like a blowout type of look. And this way will be more the traditional little bombshell curl. And then say if I was to do another way, like just wrap this, I could use this as a one curler as well and just wrap it type of thing. And then it depends on how you wrap the twist, it'll give you a different type of look too. And sometimes I like to scratch the curl at the end just to keep it like that too.
Until it cools down. So as long as your curls are hot, it will drop. So you want to make sure the curl cools all the way down and the curl will like last long.
I have a quick question. Are you counting your hair how long you hold the curling iron to the?
Not really, but I hold it long enough to where
like you feel the heat.
Yeah, I feel the heat enough. Yeah. Because the quicker, of course it'll be looser.
Right. And I want to know how to curl bangs. How do you do like that look?
Oh, with bangs, honestly, I kind of like just go ahead to the front. I'm gonna show y'all. And I'm gonna show y'all too if y'all curling in the middle and you kind of drop it, because then you like, okay, I gotta redo the curl. I'll show you how to like get it back. But with the front, let's turn it. For the front, like you see how on this side it's already kind of propped up. This will be after the curl. So I usually do them after the curls are already done anyway, so you can see where it's going and how much you want to do. So then you will take this side and you will just go right here where your hair is at, and then you just bump that up. Yep. And then sometimes you can hold it like that, and then you be a little extra. Bump it up and then like kind of hold it. You gotta kind of get a little dramatic with it and start molding it and manipulating it, so you can go ahead and get that.
And that's one thing I noticed is that they really shape their curls.
Yeah, so you really gotta kind of shape it more than what you would think. And I'll show you how as well. Say if you were to curl and then get rid of the curl almost or drop it a little bit. Like say if you're curling and you trying to go again and then like the whole little part comes out in the back like that, and it's like, and then it will come out like that. You can always just hold it and wrap it at the end. Like say if you drop your curl and it comes out the curl, you can always hold it like that as well. And it will be like a wand curl technique with that, and you just hold it at the end for a minute. So you won't have to like keep trying to recurl it, because also too much heat will make it go straight. If you ever notice that, like keep trying to recurl it, you won't do it.
Yeah, it's never been right.
What's the difference between like curling with a flat iron and with a curling iron?
Curling with a flat iron, it takes way more grease work, like a lot. And the longer the hair with that, ooh, you're gonna be so frustrated with that. So I kind of prefer a barrel for everybody at first anyway, especially with like extensions. But more people say like with your real hair it's easier with flat irons because they're like go with it. It just depends. Also, I say shorter hair, flat irons are easier, but longer, I would say always go barrel curl. And then each section, I always just go ahead and spray each one. I don't usually just do like the whole curl at a time just to go a little faster. You just go ahead and spray each section like that. Just really light, not too much. You know,
And what does that do?
It'll just keep your curls held. Like when I put the heat on it, the product will just hold it all together. Like longer than me, in my opinion.
Do you also spray it at the end?
Yeah, I just spray the whole thing at the end too. So we just keep it all together so everybody keep your curls held.
Do you ever, if you want more of like a volumized look, do you ever pin your curls as you go? Like, why do you let them fall?
I pin them sometimes, but really I use a volumizing spray more than
Okay.
that. I would depend on that more. The one I recommend is by, I think it's Big Sexy Hair, the red and black can. That one, it works. And they also actually have a spray too called Get Layered. So when you already have layers, it'll make like those cast doll looks like really fuller. So you can use that as well too at the end. Versus like being too focused on the curl, you can do like the curl, like how you do it, and then just get your product right too.
Do you recommend cutting the hair for girls?
Yes, I would say at the most, if you don't want to do like super layers, I would say always face fronts just so your face it can fall right. Because if your hair is too long out here, your curl's gonna look like the beach wave after a while. You're not gonna want that. So I say face frame it at the most if you want to have that look without too many layers. But curls with a cut really look up here.
Does anyone have any questions?
Actually, yes. Do you prefer the T3?
I do actually. I hate to sound like I'm in the hype with that, but it is worth the hype, honestly. And it only goes to 14, honestly. But it's really, really hot. It's like the titanium in it or the microchip, I think, or something like that. But I like them.
It has like a smoothing effect.
Yeah,
when you
it's
curl it and
faster,
style the
too.
hair, it comes out smoother.
Because I started off with the Conair ones. That's what I had got. I recommend those for like beginners anyway because it works really well for it to only be like $20, $30 at CVS. And they come in 2 different sizes. They're really good. But to me, the T3, you can like really curl really fast. Like say if I was just do this one. And it's still making the curl even though I didn't hold it on there that long. So you don't have to sit there that long with the T3, I feel.
I recently got the Hot Tools barrel curler. I like it, but I don't like the inch. So what inch do you prefer on your barrel curl so like you can really get that?
I really like 1.5 or 1.25. I really don't care for the 2 inch. I've tried 2 inch. I think it's like Chris Show look that people want with the curls, but she's like how it's more of like a nice wave with it too, versus it looking too curly. Some people kind of don't go for that anymore. Like kind of the trend, I like that a little bit.
And you didn't even have to set it. Like, or to still give like a really.
So sometimes at the end when I'm done, see how I got it like that? I would just like kind of hold it like that a little bit. So it's kind of like you gotta play with your hair just a little bit once you're done curling and give it that extra. Just want it to protrude forward a little bit more. So you can do that. And another tip, since we all like to always put our hair to the front, anytime you ever put your hair to the front, always just do this. Like that, so then the back will look smooth, so you won't have like that look where it's like the tracks and everything separated. Just go ahead and do that.
And did you cut into her hair at all? What did you cut?
I face framed, and what I did, I kind of set it like this already. So I'll just take it and cut right with it. And every time we went for longer layers, so we did like that. And after the first one, that's like my guide a little bit. And then I'm just taking the rest going down like that. Just lower since she's taller, I wanted longer layers for her. So we just go ahead and starting from right there basically. So you see all the layers kind of go from that way. And she's
I don't know if this
this was already talked about, but what about wrapping the hair at night?
Yeah, like you have a particular way that you wrap the curls.
I like to do rollers or sometimes as well. Since I do these a lot on myself, really with a roller or with even a bobby pin, you only need 5.
Too long.
No.
You do 40 inches?
People do that.
Yeah, but for occasions, or is it different for every occasion?
Yes.
Which length works best for your everyday look? 22. Yeah. Name a texture you haven't worn but you would like to try. A lot of people say that.
Mm-hmm.
Body wave or loose wave? Which one has more versatility? Body wave?
I feel like you can wear that, like you can go wet with that too. Like you can just wet it and then it blow out really good too.
Okay. Name a color trend you wish would come back. Y'all remember the ombre?
Yeah.
Or the reverse ombre? Okay. Let's see. What's the patch, like the stunt patches? Yes. What's your go-to product for keeping your colored hair moisturized and vibrant?
It's As I Am, like co-wash, and I have this my colored hair is would be well, my natural hair is what I color the most, and my natural hair is dry. So the As I Am really helps with my natural hair when it's colored.
Which season inspires your hair color choices?
Fall.
Would you still go blonde in the fall? I would still.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a season too.
Have you tried any deep wave textures? What would you say is the hardest texture to take care of?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moisture. That's what I say. Moisture is your best friend. What is the boldest hairstyle or cut you have ever tried? The Cassie. You shave half of your head?
And I had to put one on the side.
I did the wolf cut.
What's that? Like a
Like the
mohawk?
layers, like
Yeah, the layers.
A lot of layers.
I used to get
That's what
Jasper
I'm supposed to
mohawk.
have now.
Yes, I used to have Jasper on.
What's your go-to hairstyle for a big event?
Braids. Braids.
Platinum pixie.
What's your dream vacation hairstyle?
Long bows on my knees. Long I'm almost about right now.
Yeah.
A boho bob. I can't
What's
do
the
long braids.
appropriate bundle quantity for a traditional install?
3. It depends on the length.
Okay.
If you got like 26, you're gonna need 4.
Yeah.
I think it depends on your head size. It do.
Do you consider jet black a staple color or boring?
Staple.
How many times do you reuse your hair stitches?
No, I don't
That's a good thing.
Ponytail or half up, half down?
half up, half down.
What color screams main character to you?
That ass blonde with them highlights.
Yeah,
Old money blonde.
Okay, frontals or closures?
Closures.
Frontal, you can upkeep it? I don't like that. I don't like the ear part. You're gonna get the glue out. We also sell bigger lace closures for that as well. We carry 7x6 and 9x6 as well. It just doesn't cover like right here where it's the hardest part to get the glue out. Yes. Leave out or lace?
Lace.
Lace.
I think I'm transitioning from lace. I don't know.
My leave out is fried and dyed, but I think
Same.
It's something about that natural one.
Yeah.
Ooh, right out. She's lazy.
So ladies, can you stand up and give them one more look at your hair? And any other questions or anything in particular that you all struggle with at home with care for your over here? I got a question, but it's not about that.
I feel like a lot of people trying to make me like darker, like for like.
Thank you. Yeah, it was like 800.
Okay, that's fine. You know, for cameras.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's really scary.
Sorry. This real quick. Sorry, I'm in your way.
This is like perfect timing.
Or just leave the bag. Yeah.